sometimes you're out in the woods, if you're prepared, you may have an axe and a saw and all that kind of thing. If you're not, then you may not. And it just happens today that I'm going to use this U.S. Air Force survival knife to cut through this. And this, obviously, I could probably, you know, break this tree down and all that kind of thing. But I'm going to see if I can do a demonstration for you on how to baton through a piece of wood without having to chop at it. You know, a lot of guys on knife tests and stuff like that show, you know, chopping and all that kind of stuff. And you know, I personally think that this knife is not really heavy enough to do that effectively. I mean, you can chop with it, and it will, you know, make some little indentations or whatever, but it's really not going to be super effective. But personally, I don't really think that's a great technique to use with a knife anyway. If you wanted to hack through something like this, it's really, I think it's better just to baton through it. And so that's what I'm gonna do here real quick, and see if I can find a place to hold the camera. So anytime you're underneath a tree in the wintertime, there's a lot of snow in there, it kind of pays off to shake it a little bit, at least get some of the snow down. Like I said, I could probably break this down, but I'm really just trying to show you, kind of demonstrate a better way to baton through instead of chopping on something. It's easier on your knife, it's easier on the edge of your knife, and it's more safe. So basically you stick it on there at an angle. You don't want to try to go straight through, because it's just a lot harder going against the grain. But if you go at a pretty steep angle, you can stick it like that. Try not to do it where any knots are. And kind of hack down through it at an angle. Once you get one way, it's really just kind of using it like an axe blade almost. And then you can turn, and you can, you know, continue to go around this way. And as you can see, it's pretty effective. It's not taking a lot of energy. And I'm able to cut through. I mean, this is probably, I don't know, 2.5 inches or something. It's not real thick, but there you go. And it comes down. You can use it for the rest of your fire. I could have done this lower at the ground, but trying to get it where you guys
Another
can
way
see
to do
it
is
too. If you have branches or trees that are sticking up like this, another thing you can do is you don't got to cut it off before you start batoning down through it. You can also baton through it while it's standing on, you know, upstanding, and grab the wood like that, and that works as well. Saves you the time of having to screw with it, you know, with cutting it down and all that, if you've got like a partial stump sticking up or something. Try to keep them out of the snow if you can. And sometimes this just is a little easier than having to bend over and be on your knees and all that kind of stuff. So if it gets too thin, just break it off. So I can just work that down, you know, pretty much all the way, and that's going to be saving a little bit of energy for me. Alright, there you have it.